First series of the day, it is going to be VIRTUS.PRO versus Team Liquid. Pinged it out in rage. Pure anger ping. Meanwhile, Rage up in the top lane, they're going to drop save on the Skywrath Mage. That is the first blood going the way of Mickey. 2 heroes TPing across, but he's already getting that skewered down to the low ground. But Tiger with the haste ring, yeah, once it's down top of him, the roll is going to miss, however. GPK easily able to sidestep it. Has not got mana for RP right now, but will do maybe if he tread switches it up as they drop the Magnetize once again. Rupture out onto GPK as well, just throwing the whole kitchen sink, and they will be able to bring him down. Koikva gets a kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, save goes down, but they trade it for Mickey at the same time. Insania still trying to bring down DM, but DM has that TP away.
Level 7. Level 7 position 4
in the
house.
Just now a brawl here as the Beastmaster taking the brunt of the damage. The Drow tries to come forward to finish the job, but there is a Chronos Spear coming down onto 2. Skywrath doesn't have that ultimate, but does have a decent amount of damage to throw forward, along with a silence onto Earthspirit. But Earthspirit, he's so damn tanky. Epileptic Kid can't seem to finish the job. The Magic might not be enough as Epileptic Kid gets ruptured up. Down to the low ground he goes with Boxy, Mickey, Koikva. The whole team are here to finish the job, and with that kick and the rupture, they all finish the job onto Epileptic Kid. Yeah, Liquid are balling out of control right now. This is getting pretty dangerous for the side of VP as they jump forward onto DM. DM in some trouble as he's kicked back up onto that high ground. Doesn't have the roar for another 10 seconds though. Turning the aggression around onto Boxy. A lot of damage coming out from this Beastmaster right here as Boxy will drop down the EMP. Beastmaster running himself away. Boxy needs one more right click. Looks like he's not going to find it, and the Witch Doctor's just going to be able to tick him down.
Yeah, that's it.
No hesitation from him just to shove his face into the enemy team. They might
He's level 8 though.
He doesn't care.
They missed the
Oh
skewer.
my goodness. Skewer misses. The roar going to be committed. They will bring him down, but that is a raw use. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Faces Void, he's in some trouble. The carry of Team VIRTUS.PRO just got baited so hard. That was beautiful from the side of Team Liquid. They see the smoke, they dangle the carrot, they say Insania dangles himself out there, you know, look all scantily clad, saying, oh boys, don't come and gank me. Meanwhile, Liquid go in for the backstab maneuver, get the enemy carry, the much bigger target, and now they continue on the aggression, looking for the Skywrath Mage. Oh, that combination is brutal with the rupture, with the kick, but unfortunately, Ilias is here. He's dropping down the death ward. They'll be able to kill him off. Back to the Koikva's on the case. Gonna find himself a boar. It's a clue.
He's got a hood. Very tanky on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, and they go. Chronos Spear is going to get dropped straight away, but he does get silenced afterwards. Ilias does have himself that death ward. Going to pop it onto Mickey, trying to bring down the big Drow. Do they have the damage to do so? Looks like they very well might do with a Maledict upon her. She is not surviving. RP tempted by GPK. Doesn't want to drop it onto non-worthwhile targets, though. He looks over towards Tiger. Tries to bring him down, but the Tornado actually interrupts the Faces Void's TP. He's going to lose his life. Meanwhile, Tiger just trying to run away on the sidelines here. Should be able to do so. Now GPK's in some trouble as Tiger comes sliding back in again. Looking to toy around with his Magnus, which he will do perfectly. They get the Drow, they get their target. Look at Liquid, like immediately they see that D ward and they're just coming in. They're being like, right, well, if our wards aren't there, then we'll be there instead. VIRTUS.PRO just being so choked right now, though. That is a great skewer under that tower. Insania is going to get cooked up.
Own triangle. He knows that that's where the enemy wants to go to. They find
Ilias, Boxy, so much damage coming out from him and the Drow. Not quite enough to finish the job, though. Let's keep himself alive for now. Tiger's going to come rolling in and say, don't worry, boys, I'm here. We'll take him down together. The right clicks will come through, and Boxy will finish the job.
Oh, that Voodoo Restoration is really annoying.
Mystic Flare coming down as they've got this Bloodseeker locked down pretty hard right now. They're going to drop the Chronos Spear, and also the RP's been thrown out here, but in comes Boxy with the disarm. Epileptic's going to get ruptured up here as well. Has that BKB and just has to use it to TP away. Oh my goodness, this is a bit of a mess for the side of VIRTUS.PRO.
What a convincing game from Liquid here. This is just a whole nother team compared to how they were playing last week. I love that.
Nice skewer back though. Can they bring down Koikva? It's a question. The silence and the disarm down onto the both of them. They will finish the job onto Koikva, however, but now they have to fight up in the front lines. The Epileptic Kid's just losing his life. He is gone. The Drow in the back line is just doing whatever the hell she wants, and she's going to look onto DM now as well. The barrage of arrows continues. Ilias, DM, both dead as GPK tries to go in for the skewer, but Mickey's already blinked forwards the Madman. Now just turns around, man fighting into this Magnus, and Magnus, he's not going to make it. Mickey gets the ultra kill, turning around, looking for more. There's nothing to stop the Drow Ranger right now. She's looking for a rampage for herself. Can she find it? Doesn't look like it. Skewer back into the fountain. She needs some help right now. Where is the team? Mickey actually says get back on the voice chat wheel, and the blink out of the fountain gives Mickey his face to get out of danger for now. The tide of BP, they are trying to chase this one, but they don't want to take a step too far as they know how dangerous they could be. But a 2-man RP from GPK, but he misses the skewer backwards, or he was just trying to get himself away. I'm not too sure as Boxy brings down save on the sidelines here. Mickey is back with the right clicks, bringing down Ilias, bringing down GPK. He can do nothing but die to the Drow. And this might just be it. This might be the GG's. VP, they might hold on for one more. They've got a Chrono Spear. They're going to throw it down onto that Drow, try and bring her down. Do they have the damage, though? That is the question. They throw down everything onto this Drow Ranger. She pops that Manta to turn it around onto Epileptic Kid. Does he have the damage? A time walk through. He will kill Mickey. Probably going down himself here in trade, though. Now DM throws down the shout onto Insania, but a roll forwards from Tiger. Gets on top of the Beastmaster. DM being controlled up, but it doesn't matter. There's your GG's coming out from the side of VIRTUS.PRO. They're out of heroes. They're out of lives. And they're out of morale as they're going to drop game number 1.
I got managed to do it.
Dissecting the creep waves. Very impressive.
Yeah, on the dire side. Exactly. Oh, Boxy though. A lot of pressure onto him.
Oh no, he's going down. That's going to be a first blood. Down goes Boxy in the bottom lane. Not enough health to heal through the face of the void.
Sit up here forever pretty much, and they're going to defend bottom non-stop on VP. So at least putting some pressure onto him is good. Mickey, another rupture.
In the top lane as GPK gets on top of him. Another rupture and another dead Spectre.
Since they haven't shown on any other lanes. Just a mistrade from him.
Koikver jumping in onto the Void Spirit here. Boxy's coming up through. He does manage to get off that duel onto the Void Spirit. Can they take him down in time, though? He's doing a decent amount of damage back, but will eventually fall. With the ultimate from Ilias coming down, it was pretty scary. Koikver needs to get himself away. Does he have a team around him to save him? With that urn upon him, he might actually fall here regardless. It's not so close. Oh, there we go. Boxy comes through. Drops a pressy attack. Insania, meanwhile, just gives his body to the enemy team as a distraction. Couldn't really get away there anyway. Lovely new decor for the mid lane.
They don't have the Warlock level 6 yet.
They still want to go for this, though. Haun's going to come down along with the Supernova as all hell breaks loose in the middle lane. They will lose Boxy straight at the back, but GPK dead as well. But a fantastic Chrono Spear from Epileptic Kid's going to bring down Mickey and Koikver, and down goes Insania as well. They're all out of here. Everybody is dead for the side of Liquid, and that tower will fall.
50 seconds.
Safe down here at bottom. Gambling on the fact that there's no one around with sight. He's actually just going to drop the Supernova to try and get himself his safety here. Will land the stun onto Tiger, and now, well, they've got the Blood Right coming through as well, along with the Root, and that is going to be a dead Tiger. Meanwhile, Koikver going for the TP wave, but he's just picked up the Atos, gets on top of the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit tries to get the zip out. Will be able to do exactly that, but he's coming. DM, he's coming. He wants it. He gets him.
Pretty much all magic damage heroes, and that's their highest source of damage too, right now in the game. So you remove that.
Rolling from Tiger here, moving on to that play to get. They're trying to connect with a duel, but unfortunately not able to do so as the Yules comes in from GPK, saves it from the duel. Now they can turn it around once again, dropping the ultimate. It is beautiful from VIRTUS.PRO as they will drop down Boxy, looking ahead for more. Insania tries to turn it around with a chaotic offering. It's not going to do anything. It's a drop in the ocean as VIRTUS.PRO take down 4 more heroes. Once again, every single ultimate used with perfection. That was brutal. Yeah, normal teams, I give them like a 5% chance of coming back from this situation as they jump forwards onto the Spectre. Oh dear, Mickey, he's caught out a little bit here. Celtic Opera is going to try and come down to save him, but that's not going to do anything. And now Epileptic Kid on top of Insania. Insania is going to be following his carry to the grave. Koikver is in here though, and they're actually TPing in on Tiger as well. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but there is an attempt that they go for the duel in the backline. The buyback and the Horn coming back into the fight here. They want to try and make this happen. What can they find as the Supernova comes down? Or not quite yet. The Chrono dropped on top of the Spectre. Spectre just buying into this one. She needs to be able to stay alive, and Boxy's going to throw down the pressy attack to keep Mickey in the fight, but unfortunately he's now getting run down by DM. This pesky little Bloodseeker will not leave Mickey alone, but meanwhile the back lines, Epileptic Kid fighting into the Air Spirit. They're going to be able to bring down him quite easily, and now Boxy needs to run, but unfortunately there is that pesky Atos coming down along with the Blood Right. That's going to bring down the Legion Commander as Epileptic Kid gets himself a double kill.
VP, they know it's go time. No haunt, no offering, no buyback on spec.
Yeah, Tiger just roll himself through on this one. Lands a silence down onto the Void Spirit, but VIRTUS.PRO arriving, and there's that Supernova coming on down, but the duel down onto GPK, doing a decent amount of damage. Maybe they can bring him down, but the Void comes in to try and help him out. He's going to keep him alive. GPK gets a Yules off, will survive as Boxy and Mickey will not. Ilya deals with Mickey at the backline to jump in from Epileptic Kid, but it's Storm Spirit who jumps in, kills off GPK, but will inevitably be going down himself afterwards.
VP to go mid. They want Mickey. That's all they want. They want this carry who doesn't have a buyback.
Oh, and they're going to find it. They jump across looking for the Storm, but instead, well, they find both of them. Who do they try to go for? It is going to be the Storm Spirit. It's going to be the first target. He's going to lose life pretty quickly. Mickey go for the TP. Not going to happen. In comes a Frostbite. Down goes Mickey as Epileptic Kill murders both the enemy cores in a brutal act of aggression as DM throws down the Rupture onto Tiger in the middle lane. He has himself no TP. Going to have to roll himself away, taking a ton of damage in the process. Now people going to try and hold back DM. DM going to get kicked back as well. Now the Rupture runs out. Tiger could run himself away. Atos does connect. DM's coming through. Really wants to finish the job here, but won't be able to do so. Parrying of Liquid as they see DM here. Interesting movement. Tiger gonna get ruptured. Athletic Kid comes through as well. He's got himself a Chronosphere, but he has indeed been silenced by the Earth Spirit. Looks like the Earth Spirit is gonna die, and Liquid will retreat to their high ground.
Athletic Kid, I mean, BP is not in a rush to go high ground at all. They just want some kills that occur in front of Liquid's base, so it's natural for them to go into the high ground. Like right now, if the Spectre dies here, that would be very natural.
Alrighty, well, Mickey seeing alive for the time being, but the Chronosphere comes down, catches both the Warlock and the Spectre out. Supernova's going to come crashing down, and Mickey is going to get melted to it. 50 seconds on the sidelines. Yeah, this is looking pretty natural for the side of VIRTUS.PRO as they now look onto that high ground.
Liquid, they're trying to do some fancy stuff right now. Smoke up, go to the backlines, find that Phoenix, find that CM.
The old wraparound jump in, duel out on GPK. Can they bring him down in time? Sunray's going to try and help out, but gets silenced up and cancelled through as GPK will die. Kato everything comes down as well as Boxy loses his life from this. Fatal Bond's doing a decent amount of work as Ilias will fall as well. Meanwhile, on the front lines, though, Tiger's going to get cut up by the Void Spirit, who then moves across onto Insania. Insania, though, does have the Shadow Amulet to keep himself alive. And we'll be able to do exactly that.
But it's not going to be able to... They're still chasing you, buddy.
Oh, Chrono comes down. He lands it. No hesitation from Epileptic Kid. He gets himself the solo kill. Down goes the Storm. In comes the Void from the sidelines under the cover of smoke. No one's ready for that. Oh, no. Now Mickey as well. Not sweet little baby Mickey. He's getting absolutely torn apart here in the middle lane, trying to run himself away. But with that Rupture on top of him, there's nothing he can do. Nice Manta dodge on the Supernova. It's not going to be enough to keep him alive, though. Does have a buyback to try and get back into this one as he pops a horn down as well. Trying to make something out of this fight as they look forward, trying to get the duel up onto the Void Spirit here. Is it going to be enough to bring down the Void? GPK might go down. No, gets off the Dissimulate just in time. Pops through the other side of the fight. Koikva in some trouble. Chaotic Offering does get chopped. Is that enough to finish off the Void Spirit? Maybe. Maybe not, but Mickey's dead for a second time, so it doesn't even matter. They've lost their carry 2 times in a row. Liquid, they are bleeding out right now. They are hemorrhaging as Athletic Kid brings down Koikva, turns attention to Boxy as well, using that Time War to keep himself alive, wants himself a rampage, and he will get it. Epileptic Kid, he takes down everybody as a GG's get called. Game number 2 comes swinging back in the other direction.
Nothing to mess around with.
Have a toss onto the Enchantress, getting her decently low, but Mickey could be the one in trouble here as the Impetus connects a right click from DM as well, and that is going to be first blood. Uh-oh. He's in some trouble now. Does get the silence off onto the both of them. They're trying to surround him.
1
DM
second on
trying to run through the
Scatterblast.
tree. Scatterblast is going to miss. He moves across to the creep wave. They need one more right click. Are they going to find it? They will have a toss available in 2 seconds, but with save coming in as well, it's a little bit too tricky. Tiger, he really wants it. He really wants to see him, but he doesn't get vision on DM, and he's just going to go down. Tiger can't get the kill. And Save even feeling a little bit aggressive here onto Mickey. They might be able to get this kill. Mickey tries to jump forward onto DM, doesn't find it. They're both going to die to Save. Mr. Tomato Man is too damn strong in the top lane.
Yeah, and this is what you do as a Kunkka. You just avoid the matchup into the monkey. Just go jungle. You got your Tidebringer. It's pretty easy. Then you just got to get 1 kill onto him. Save.
Uh-oh. Could be in some trouble here as Koikfer is able to get off that Jinko. The Boundless Strike will finish the job. Meanwhile, Tiger's having some trouble with DM here as DM's just right-clicking him down, but GPK with a nice little 2-man torrent here. X-Marks comes down to Koikfer as well, dragging him back into that boat.
Oh, he got some boat damage.
Throws in the cookie, which actually, yeah, Ilias dares coming too close to Boxy. Boxy just runs at him with a creep wave attacking him, always going to proc the moment.
Tiger getting Rupture top.
Uh-oh, down he goes. Oh, Save's actually the one who drops as he goes under the tower. Yeah, really nice little toss play there from Tiger. Unfortunately, this creep doing so much damage. Mickey trying to come in and help out with the cookie, but unfortunately it's not enough. Meanwhile, Ilias goes down to the bottom lane to Boxy and Insania. And then looking towards Epileptic as well. He has to back himself away. Does have himself a Mana Void to play with, but doesn't feel like it would be enough damage to bring down Boxy.
Very nice. Strong. Battle Fury is also something that's very common right now. Koikva, Mischief.
Once
it again.
No bones today. He can't miss. Meanwhile, 3-man stun out from Mickey there with a beautiful little cookie into this one. Unfortunately, they don't have the damage done this one around Koikva. He needs to leave. He's going for the TP. Not going to make it. Mickey in some trouble as well as the side of VIRTUS.PRO start chasing him down, and they will be able to bring down the Snapfire. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, Insania just trying to bring down DM, but can't quite keep the vision there. And with that thirst speed, he's able to just navigate through the trees away from the Oracle. And now that Oracle is in a whole world of hurt as DM's going to bring another one down. They lose 3 on the side of Liquid. Direct matchup into the Anti-Mage. Meanwhile, Avalanche toss back. That's a nice little play here. Duel comes out onto the Witch Doctor. Kisses on overhead as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk into the high ground. They know kisses are on cooldown. Taiga does have a combo though onto the
He took off way too much than he could chew there. Meanwhile, Boxy on the front line is just turning around and manning up against 3 heroes here. They're not really doing very well against that. Meanwhile, Koikva comes in, throws down the Boundless Strike onto the Kunkka, controlling him up. Jingu's going to come off on Koikva, but he dodges out the torrent. Meanwhile, nice, beautiful little avalanche into the cookie, into the Wukong's command. They're going to be able to take down GPK, but the blink away from AM is successful, so Epileptic Kid will survive that one, and is now going to be ready to blow up some heroes. And, oh, Mickey, hello. There's a hero. Needs to get himself away here as Epileptic Kid gets on top of him. Yeah, Greaves is available. They jump in with the duel, trying to get it onto Illusion again. Oh, no, Boxy. A second Illusion of duel off the game. That's not how you want the cookie to crumble. As Koikva throwing down the ultimate, just kind of tempting that Wukong's and forcing back VIRTUS.PRO. I mean, it's not the highest commitment ulti in the world, but it would have been really nice to kill off that anti-mage.
Oh, that was a sure kill if he got the real one.
Yeah. Yeah, now Tiger, he's taking some damage. It looks like the Tiny is going to be going down again, once again. Insania wants to save that ulti for the big targets, but it's so sad just to watch this Tiny dying again and again. Meanwhile, Mickey getting bullied on the backlines. There comes a save, though, from Insania. Wukong's command comes down as well, but they've got nothing to keep them inside of this ring, so they are just going to run out of it. And now they look across towards the Kunkka. They're finally jumping in with a Primal Spring, and they'll be able to bring down the Pirate. And I think that's going to put an end to this fight.
Plays walking around the trees there. Taiga, though.
He's chilling. He's saying, hey, you know, I've got a teammate coming through. Mickey, he's got the Aghanims, throws a Tiny forwards onto the Witch Doctor. There comes a duel, and they will dispatch Avilius very quickly indeed.
Oh, Koikva, he got his tree cut.
Uh-oh.
He's got an Aegis,
He's got a boat thrown at his head, but they just TP away. Yeah.
Oh, Tiny.
Toss back onto the Kunkka. That's a very nice catch from Tiger here. Can they finish the job with GPK, though? The one of his kids is coming through over the top, but he's pretty fast. But doesn't matter. A beautiful stun comes out from Koikva. Save, and GPK just died very, very quickly. But meanwhile, Epileptic Kid on the backlines, he's causing a bit of havoc because he's taken down Insania. Tiger does die in the front, and now Epileptic Kid goes himself back. But a beautiful little toss across over onto Epileptic Kid. It's not going to result in a kill, however.
Insania should be a bit careful. He's got a Shadow Amulet he's playing around with. But if they see him...
Do they see him? They see him.
That's exactly who they want.
X-Marks, trying to cast the torrent. They will actually land it here, but the cookie's going to come through, try and keep Insania alive. He's going to try and put the Shadow Amulet, but unfortunately it's not enough. He is going to go down. No buyback either, so they're going to have to fight without him here if they do want to fight at all. Tiger going for the TP away, cancelled out by the Mana Void.
Play for Roshan. Play for the map control. Liquid, though, they want to go in.
In they go. They find GPK on the front lines. Can they bring him down in time? It looks like they can. The duel come through, and the Kunkka comes down. GPK out of the fight, but he does buy back into this one. Boxy looking over towards Epileptic Kid here. Of course, they have no duel anymore, so he has to run himself away, but ruptured up. Not really possible to do so. Now the heal comes out from the Oracle as they look across towards Anti-Mage, taking so much damage. They come in with the Avatos combination. Is it going to be enough, though, as they turn around and just rip into the Legion Commander, making sure she goes down. Now looking over towards Tiger as well as the X-Marks out onto Mickey. He's thrown out of position. VIRTUS.PRO on the warpath right now. Quick with the BKB trying to turn it around, but it's 1 man against 5. Is this really going to work? I'm not sure. A lot of soldiers being spawned. Senia helping out from the high ground as well. Yeah.
I like this. He needs that to just jump onto the Oracle.
Oh, he jumps into open here. I mean, immediately the duel comes down to the backlines onto saves. They're trying to bring down the Enchantress nice and quickly. Won't be able to do so, though, as they control a Boxy really nicely because he didn't pop that BKB. Meanwhile, Insania gets killed on the backlines by Epileptic Kid. That means no Oracle. That means the fight is probably over. But Koikva, he's trying to stand his ground, popping that Wukong's command. Has a BKB at his disposal, but I don't think he wants to use it here as Ilias does get killed off by Tiger on the side, utilizing the zoning provided by Koikva. Meanwhile, GPK, did he get the X-Marks off onto that Tiny? Looks like he didn't. Now onto the Monkey King from the Kunkka. He's happy to come forward here, though. They managed to jump in. They try and go for the duel onto the AM, but it doesn't come off in time. I think the Lincoln's blocked it. And now, well, Koikva and Boxy both caught inside that boat here. Koikva trying to turn around and try and fight up into this one. Is he going to be able to heal up enough with that Jenku just about to ruptures on him? And they're going to blow him up with a Mana Void. And now Epileptic Kid gets on top of Insania. Buyback comes out from the Monkey King and from the Snapfire, who only had a couple of seconds left, but they know they need to fight. They know they need this combo. Throwing the Monkey King forwards, trying to bring this Anti-Mage down for a second time as they combo it up with a cookie, and they will kill off the AM, but it's a big cost to bring him down. Maybe they can get DM as well. They do indeed. Fortune's End comes on top of the Blood King. He's dead as well. Yeah, Boxy, he does like these... No, he's done it again! Oh, Boxy pops everything on the illusion for another time as AM goes to the backlines, but it doesn't matter. Epileptic is going to lose his life anyway. Okay, there's bait on baits going on here. Never mind, Boxy running forwards now, getting healed up, but he doesn't really care. I mean, he's a happy man. He just got himself a kill onto the AM. Fair enough. Jump forwards here. Meanwhile, just cannonballing Koikva on top of Ilias. Ilias is going to die, as is Save. Boxy, they're going to go straight for the throne here. The haters wrong with the bait on bait on bait. I mean, I'm showing, you know, he definitely thought that AM was real, but I mean, Liquid is able to counter and
Yeah.
react so damn well to the AM, just getting too over ambitious. And well,
They
they're on
gotta
the
hold
2-4s.
somehow. 30 seconds.
How?
They
can
have
they
to. I
do
mean,
it?
30 seconds. At least if you can hold your throne, you do have a repair kit, I think. On yeah, they have a repair kit on
Yeah,
BP.
they've got one. They're going to use it on the throne right now, but they've dropped down the Wukongs, trying to just take down the
DPK.
building. Quakefor focusing on the Ancient. But can they do anything about this? DPK's coming in, the BKB is off, but they managed to get off to disarm along with the Yules. Chain them up together, probably not ideal if
it.
DPK loses his life, and there's a GG pop. They've done it. Liquid take down VIRTUS.PRO, the second place positions in this critical game. They will dig deep and they will find the victory here in game number 3.